And welcome back, everyone. We have Crazy Tone Dog here playing Simpsons Hit and Run, all story missions today. Looks on the were we on the Game Boy or wait, GameCube?
GameCube, yes.
GameCube, and take it away. Let us know about this game.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get straight into it because there's a 40-second cutscene, so the timer will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's going.
Here we go. So hello, my name is Crazy Tone Dog, and I'll be running the Simpsons Hit and Run. We will be running all story missions, which is the main category of the game. It's basically any percent, but no skipping missions, because skipping missions is basically restarting the mission 6 times and then failing. So you just basically skip like over half the missions. It's not fun. Definitely all story missions, you just do all the missions. It's the base speedrun. But I am playing on the GameCube version compared to the PC. Most runners of this game play on the PC version as it's very accessible. But the differences in between PC and console I can start going over is, boom, load times. Welcome to the GameCube. So this is the load into the level, so that's obviously going to be the longest. But anyways, we're going to be starting the game off with the Cola Caper. Homer's just going to go over to the Quickie Mart and get some miniature pies and ice cream. Ice cream with the miniature pies inside of them.
That sounds delicious.
And if you notice on the top right, you're going to see a bunch of coins going up. I'm going to be hitting a lot of vending machines boxes. Just hitting random objects to get coins. So in this game, I'm going to need 3,625 coins in total. That is the first mission complete, just a tutorial mission. Drive to Quickie Mart. Pick that item up. But in this game, you are required to purchase 6 cars and 4 outfits. It starts off very cheap, like in this level, all you need is the Plow King, which costs 150 coins.
The what? Excuse me?
The Plow King.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Iconic Simpsons car. Which we'll be getting actually pretty soon.
I always enjoyed playing this game. This was like if I had a bad day at work, you either jump on Crazy Taxi or Simpsons Hit and Run and take out your anger.
Oh yeah. So this game was originally supposed to be Simpsons Road Rage 2 in development, early development. Simpsons Road Rage being the obvious Crazy Taxi clone of the Simpsons series, which is pretty obvious. That is the second mission complete. But later into development, the game became so much of its own thing that it went through multiple different names before finalizing at Hit and Run. I believe I can't remember the names exactly, but there was a few names I'm sure people know before Hit and Run. For some reason I can't think of it, I just watched a video on this.
Well, it's about time.
Okay, more about the story. I'm gonna drive over to Flanders, park my car. What does Flanders have to say? Oh no, Flanders lost 6 of his items. Well, Homer actually stole them, and now Homer has to go around Springfield collecting them back, thinking that he's saving the day, helping Flanders for a reward. Picked up that tuxedo, now we're gonna be picking up this lawnmower. Now we have to go over and talk to Barney.
Are the items always in the same location?
Yes. So, that can bring me into the different mission types. There's the ones where you drive around and pick items that are on the ground. There's follow missions. There's follow and collect missions, where you follow a car that drops items in certain areas. And then there's destruction missions, where you destroy cars. And there can be multiple combinations in multiple missions. Like, it's not just gonna be this mission is destroy this car. Coming up next, we're gonna be driving over to start the mission, and then we have to drive over to destroy our first car. Park on the side of that dump truck to get a nice jump on top of it, very fast, and drive back to Flanders. coins are looking good. I haven't gotten neighbors yet. I'll get that after Bone Storm. But I'm actually going to turn my car around here because if I park the car too close to Flanders, it actually despawns. The parking it in the drive-thru, the driveway, is completely fine. Oh yeah, also, any percent on console is even worse than PC because some people's PCs have really fast loads. Even if you don't have fast loads, it's only a second. But restarting every single time and waiting so many seconds, it's 6 restarts and then you have to fail. Okay, coming up, we're gonna purchase our first requirement, the Plow King. I'm gonna be trying to push Lenny across the street. Nice little Lenny carry there. Very good Lenny push. So now we're right next to each other. The 2 people I have to talk to. And now I have purchased the Plow King. But unfortunately, we'll not be using the Plow King. We're just gonna be picking up this traffic car. This traffic car or the Ute are 2 ones that are good to use. The glass truck's okay as well, but I'm not very used to it. And the school bus actually has a funny strat on low FPS, which I play on. On PC, I even play on lower FPS than console because I'm crazy. That's literally in my name. I play on 46 FPS on PC. On console, it's typically caps around 60 FPS, but it does drop off a lot. My car is already smoking. Interesting. But I'm gonna trap Smithers into this corner right here. This is the main speedrun strat. My car's probably gonna blow up, so... You know, I don't want to lose the coin, so... There you go. My car did not blow up. Okay, that was the Office Space, our first destruction mission, which was done very well. Yeah, love 46. Including me, I'm the one who plays on it. There's actually been 2 other runners that have done 46 runs and PB'd at least.
Do they separate out the FPS on speedrun.com?
They do not. They do not. But you can filter it out. It doesn't mean anything, but it's cool. So I can go into the FPS a little bit more now. So the higher the FPS, the more speed boost you can possibly get off the ground, because that's just how the physics work in this game. I feel like that's how it works in most games. Some way, if it's it can be tied to FPS a lot. So on low FPS, driving over hills is going to be slightly slower than higher FPS. But the advantages of low FPS is cutscene skips, which I actually will be doing 3 in this run. It gives you an easier opportunity to get cutscene skips. Which, well, a cutscene skip is pausing the game after the mission's complete, but it doesn't spawn in the cutscene until like a few frames after. I don't know how many frames it is. Of a window it is. It feels random most of the time, but it's very small. You have to pause it exactly how you want it. But here we are. We have entered the first unskippable cutscene. If you would like to read anything about the charity or any donation.
Yeah, I just want to mention about For the Love of Gaming Marathon. We are a charity-based speedrun marathon series hosted twice throughout the year and with little sprinklings like this throughout the year. We raise awareness and money for various charity organizations as well as promoting their cause. Right now we are promoting Games for Love, and we love to showcase many variations of games during our events. Right now we're doing all retro games in our For the Love of Gaming's Day for Retro. So any donations, exclamation point donations to get that donation link. And don't forget that you can also sign up for giveaways by doing exclamation point giveaway and seeing how you can get entered into those.
Thank you very much. Make sure to check it out. Okay, here we are on a very basic, very slow, relaxing mission more so. In the general game, this mission can get annoying if this van gets stuck. You need to drive in a certain way. But this brings up the idea of rubber banding in Simpsons Hit and Run. So, in level 1, if you're close to the car, it's gonna go as fast as it can, as long as the bar's pretty much filled. But in level 1, if you are too ahead or too far, it will slow down. It will not let you fail unless you start driving the opposite way. And then it will slowly get better, and then level's almost gone. But I'm gonna want to be as close as I can to this van right here. Except for this one part right here where I want to slow down a bit so it doesn't crash into the wall coming up. So I'm just gonna step on the brakes here. Bar looks good. It's gonna slow down and make the turn to the left. It's very cool. AI manipulation. I guess I can talk about when this game released, because I actually have it all written down right here. So it came out in all the versions of this game came out in 2003. The NA, this game came out on Xbox, PlayStation 2, and Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube. What I'm playing on. Wow, I can't believe I forgot the one I'm playing on. Incredible. But in NA, it released September 16th, 2002. EU, it released on Halloween, October 31st, 2003. I meant not 2002, 2003. And then for the PC versions, in NA it was November 11th, 2003, and then on PAL for PC, it was November 21st, 2003. Okay. Ooh. This car has wonky driving, which is a topic I was going to bring up, but I did not expect it to get it here. Wonky driving actually has an extreme story update. So what wonky is, the car isn't driving how it normally does. If you notice, if you look at other usages of the cannon arrow, its steering isn't like this wacky where it just turns really tight. So we actually recently had people look into like the code of the game for wonky driving itself, and we have a solution, but we can't fix it. So basically, what causes it is something in the system that is undetermined, will just randomly come, and there's nothing we can do about it, except you can have a file fix, but of course that's not going to be allowed for the speedrun. But that's crazy that I got it during here, because GameCube does have...
randomized?
It's just a random of, like, it's just, like, how can I say this? It just can randomly happen because it's just how your computer or console decides how it is. Actually, I'm not sure about console. I have no idea how it works on console. Because on console, you consistently get it if you warp in a certain way into Marge. In the speedrun, doing the speedrun normally, I will get wonky driving cannon arrow every time. But for PC, it's just completely random, and the PC decides when it wants to. But there is a fix where, I say a fix, there's a way to, what's it called? There is a way to, always have it. Yeah, just patch the file to always have wonky driving, which runners already have done full runs of only wonky driving, which some cars are absolutely awful. Only a few cars are arguably better. Maybe the school bus. But anyways, we're out of Homer 1. The first level is complete. I forgot to get neighbors going, so that's fun. But
I was about to say, I think you had too many quickie March milkshakes when you were about to drive that. I'm glad you explained.
Yeah. Okay, level 2, starring Bart Simpson. Starting off talking to Millhouse, we have to get to the try and save, avoiding Principal Skinner. Unfortunately, that sports car is driving far away from me, so I'm gonna have to pick up a taxi. The reason why I did not enter the honor roller right next to me is because it's actually the slowest car in this level. Out of your car and the traffic cars, the honor roller is the worst because this game is awesome. The sports car is what I'm aiming for, but the taxi is the second best. It's mainly acceleration is the key for the comparison of sports car and taxi. Taxi bro. So going through that car wash like I did there, basically escape Skinner every single time. It's the safe way to do it. You don't want to get followed by Skinner and lose 10 seconds off the bat. Okay, on to the second mission. What does it... This mission has barely anything to do with the game. It's just Bart getting fireworks for Kearney. I forget how it correlates to the story, but it doesn't have too much importance. The story really picks up in level 3 and the end of this level, entering level 3. That's the sports car that I want to pick up. But through the car wash again, we're gonna be talking to our good friend Otto. I like Otto. Otto is a good character. Otto was the group I was in for the tournament for ASM last year. ASM being all story missions. So gotta love Otto.
We do love Otto.
Didn't see a sports car. Wow, that van just completely stopped me from doing anything I wanted. Okay, focus on the driving here. So you just saw me go through a crusty glass. Those give 5 coins, but there is a garbage bin slightly off to the right of it. If I slam into it, if I hit that garbage bin into the glass, I don't get any coins. It's just small optimizations like that that make the coin route very cool. Coin route is very important. Like, I don't think I have a good coin route entirely for my level. Like, it's fine, but coin route, if you improve your coin route, you're improving your time, because coins are everything, as I've said. You need 3,625 to complete the game. Grab that vending machine. Time to talk to Rel. Hey, pick up these fireworks. Oh no! Chief Wiggum is chasing us. And we just... Whoa, I didn't escape. Whoa, that was close. That could have been disastrous. Holy... Wow, that was very close to not escaping. That would have sucked, because I would just have to drive the other way, and then I can't just, like, warp, because I can, it just take a lot longer on console. So I'm glad I escaped there. Hey, we got the freebie right there. So, you may have noticed, well, probably not, you probably didn't even see the wasp, but I killed the wasp with my car. I'm gonna give a little rundown on how the wasp will work in this video game. The wasp are a very complicated subject that, if you want to get more into, I recommend just joining the Simpsons Hit and Run speedrunning Discord. But basically how it is each wasp has 2 collisions, I got that one too, in each level, so I'm able to hit it with my car twice until I leave that level. Oh, the sports car changed lanes, yay! It crashed into it and I got the sports car. Now we got the sports car, the awesome car. Which is probably better to get during this mission compared to the first sections. Actually, I have no clue. They're pretty similar lengths. The first 2 missions in this mission. Okay, on to Barton Frank. Just cut across the grass there a little bit. But the way to exit the level is just main menu warping, but on console we will not be doing that because that takes ages to go back to the menu. But on PC it's really fast just to quit back to the menu and go back to get 2 more extra wasps with your car. Which is probably routed like 3 or 4 times in the run, maybe 5 or 6. It's routed everywhere for 100%. 100% meaning you need all 140 wasps in the game, 20 wasps at each level. Okay, I'm gonna hopefully not fail here. We gotta play it safe. I parked way too close away, so there goes a wasp. My coins aren't entirely great because I forgot to get neighbors during Homer 1, which is fun. Just completely forgot about it. But if you notice, my green bar isn't up all the way, so the van's gonna slow down a bit. Now I'm next to it. Or it reaches the end, I'm gonna grab this box. Very nice stuff. Oh no, Snake turned this way! Okay, we're good. So Snake, most of the time, turns the other way, but if Snake turns the way that I am on the sidewalk, Snake can just run over me and Wiggum, and it can take forever to Wiggum to stand up. It's just annoying. But here Snake is again. We're gonna wait.
Hey, Snake.
Wait a tiny bit so that car goes through us. If we spam skip the dialogue there, that car will spawn right behind us or like inside of us, and it's bad. So the strat is to wait for Snake to stay a little bit, so the car goes through before it. But we're gonna do this really cool jump actually on this highway, where you jump across like that. Which the other way we used to do it was drive backwards and respawn up on a road. But I think it was found during a tournament, during one of the ASM tourneys, that it was faster to do that from like a runner that wasn't top level. I can't remember who for some reason. I'm really bad at remembering who did what in this game, unfortunately. But
It's always fun when people find new strats like that.
yeah. Like, new strats and like new ways to get coins are found a lot by runners that are not at the top tier. Because they're playing the game in a different vision compared to like top runners doing the same route, getting the same coins everywhere. So like, a runner that's not entirely great at the game, like doing their own thing slightly, if they do something different that seems fast, we're gonna retime it and see if it actually is faster. Okay, we are here with the first Cletus mission of the game. We're driving Cletus's truck. Not the best car in the game, but definitely more towards one of the worst cars in the game. It's not awful, it's just like a car you get during level 1. Kinda stinky. So we're picking up 14 roadkill from the Krusty Burger, from it, something storyline. But someone's not gonna be happy that we're picking up this roadkill for the burgers.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It could have been people meat. Roadkill's better.
I suppose if you look at it that way, absolutely. But there you go, 14 picked up. Now we have to deliver it back to the Krusty Burger. Should be no issue, right?
I believe.
Go this way for some coins. Pick these two corners around here. Oh no, get away from Apu. Apu is not happy with us. But if we go behind the Krusty Burger, sometimes we can get an escape there, but I didn't quite get it. It was a little slow. So I'm going to be doing a backup where I just wait in this fountain, wait for Apu to go through, and then exit through here. Apu really shot through there, wow. That's a very cool backup. There's also a way to do it like through the stairs behind the gazebo, but that was the first Cletus mission. We'll be seeing Cletus again, rather we be ramming into Cletus, or we'll be driving Cletus again, picking up ketchup packets. Hint, hint, if you've never ran the game, seen the game. That might what be happening. But here's a fun mission. Monkey see, monkey do. It requires another purchasable, being the Mr. Plow, another iconic car from The Simpsons. This game is Simpsons fan loaded with a bunch of stuff from The Simpsons. I'm actually wearing a Simpsons shirt right now. Look at this. Go.
I would ask you to stand up, however.
There.
Oh, there we go. We can see it well.
Also, something weird in between the PC and console version is buying that car, it spawns a tad bit back compared to the PC version, which is just odd. There's a few differences in between versions like that. Just a tad, just random stuff like a random different design change, random respawn point in Homer 2. I'll point them out if I remember to, but the versions are basically identical, just a few things like that. It's just weird that they changed slightly in the design. But this mission you get a lot of coins in. It's in the main area where you spawn in, and there's a bunch of coins everywhere. Ooh, I'm gonna miss this box. My coins are not looking hot. I'm gonna have to grab Krusty Lou's Studio, which is not entirely bad, but I was probably gonna get it either way. But even with Krusty Lou, coins are a little rough, I would imagine.
How many did you say you needed?
We need 3,625 in the game, and I already got 350 worth. purchased from the 2 cars. Cost $350 total, so still need
Hashtag math.
3,275 more coins. 3,275, I believe we need. Currently at 500, but we're only on the 2nd level. We have plenty of time, plenty of boxes, plenty of car bombs to get in the future. Car bombs give you 10 coins, which I do think I got during Vox. In this level, for some reason, a car can just randomly blow up from spawning, because it spawns inside of a pole. So it just blows up and sometimes gives you hit and run meter or 10 coins, which is cool. There you go. Monkey See, Monkey Do has been completed. On to the final mission of level 2 already. Zooming through this game, we are speedrunning.
You are.
This mission at the end actually has a cutscene skip. The first cutscene skip of the run. The hardest one, I believe. Not the greatest start. Typically you flick your camera back there, but kind of forgot to. But another destruction mission, a really hard destruction mission, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people agree that it's difficult. I'm not entirely great at it. That's the first car destroyed, hopefully. There you go. Second car is one of the most important cars to get. Need to focus up here.
Eat my dust eaters.
Climb it into this wall. Not one hit yet, it's not great. This is fine. There you go. That wasn't bad, because I'm gonna be able to drive back here, hit the third car. 2 taxis hitting each other. Tough business there. Taxi business in the Simpsons realm, it would appear. Slamming into each other there. The traffic in this circle is like stupid. They don't understand how to drive in this circle. In the center here. They'll crash into each other during this mission. Grab this vending machine. Slam into that. That should be one more hit. Oh, shoot. Corner sucks. Luckily, it was good. 6:16 on the timer. That was pretty good for me. Could have been better, but considering the fact I'm on console and I mostly play this game on PC, the GameCube controller has all different controls to what I play with the Xbox One controller on PC. But coming up here, after the mission complete goes away, I will be able to pause the game and hopefully get that cutscene skip. And complete. There you go. I one-paused it because on console it's easier to do it. So that just saved about 55 seconds, maybe a minute.
Nice.
And we're ready on to level 3. Look at that.
Third of the way through the game.
3 out of 7 levels. There's 7 levels. So I'm actually going to buy Cool here first because it's actually faster to do on the console version. Typically on the PC version, after you complete the 3rd mission, you spawn right next to a clothing item. But after you get that and warp, the warp takes such a long time that getting it just right there before this mission, and then after the mission, just running to the next mission is faster. If that makes sense. But this is level 3, starring Lisa Simpson. Not a liked character, unfortunately, but the level itself is pretty good for, especially as a speedrun aspect. Very challenging levels. But first mission, we just raced Nerd Car once again, like we did last level. And now we gotta drive back with this extremely long timer. Also, you may notice that I'm respawning the car right here to get on top of the road. I think I did that also like in the first mission, SMRT as well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So respawning the car works. It respawns your car to the closest road node. So there was like that boardwalk that I just drove beforehand doesn't have a road node, but the road above it does. So you're just able to respawn the car and you go up there. Very fast. Not very fast, but saves considerable amount of time for a long speed run like this. My personal best is a 1 hour 36 minutes 48 minutes, which is surprisingly 7 minutes exactly behind my PC time.
Milk? Hello, Springfield.
To mention the fact that the boards are separated from PC and console, so it's just one PC tab and console. Console is timed with loads because there's no auto splitter. For PC, there's an auto splitter. So it's RTA. So PS2 is really bad to run for a serious speedrun of this game because the PS2 takes considerably longer than the GameCube and Xbox. I think the GameCube might be slightly faster with loads than Xbox, but it's not too much in between Xbox and GameCube. GameCube might be a little faster though, for sure.
Interesting that the PlayStation is that much slower. I wonder if like there's a difference between like the fat and the slim line too.
That is a good question. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure both of them are a lot slower than the other GameCube and Xbox. Okay, coins aren't looking too great, so I'm gonna get a quick stop by Krusty Lou Studio. There's a box with a whole lot of coins that I'll be obtaining right now. So right up here, gonna park my car. Don't want the timer to be too tight, so I might exit the room beforehand, but I drove pretty well here, so should be fine. Coins. My hit and run meter is almost there. I haven't even mentioned the fact of the hit and run meter. So at the bottom right, you see the red blinking meter. If that fills up all the way, I get hit and run, and the police are after me to take 50 coins away from me. Oh no. It is quite a lot, to be fair, but it's not the end of the world. You just get a box and a vent off onto the side, but I don't think I've gotten hit and run this run yet, which is surprising. I would normally get hit and run like at least once by now. But I don't like this mission coming up, Bonfire. It's a tough mission for me. The strat's really hard to do.
Fire?
Fire's fine itself, but the mission Bonfire, not a fan. Requires trapping Cletus in a corner with sick driving like this. No! No, I'm gonna have to restart. Ah, I hate this mission. This mission I dislike. But just maneuvering Cletus into that, behind that building, is the strategy to do. Okay, there's no traffic in the way. No! It's behind the building, but I need to flip it around, which might be tough. And I don't want to crash the game. So I really do need to... There you go. I don't want... No, please. Straighten up, okay. So this game can crash if you pick up too many items at the same time. And we do not want the game to crash. That would be awful. So I need to play it safe and get this strat where every time I hit I get a drop. Because actually my last run I did on console, I believe I got, my game crashed because I picked up like 5 drops when it was on its side. Which can happen again further on, but I'll try my hardest to avoid it. I will avoid it so my game does not crash. But the console version cannot handle it nearly as enough as PC. On PC it can still crash, but it takes like 7 to 8 drops, typically.
Seems like the game had some sort of like memory like dump issue or something with it.
Yeah. So this is a situation where on PC normally I would not have the outfit cool right now, and I would go to the clothing item behind Frink and then warp, but since it takes forever, this is not the car I want here. This car kind of sucks to get over the rocks that you'll be seeing coming up here to Camp Krusty. Watch me do it. Oh. I could have maybe taken my time, but it's completely fine using the school bus to get those coins. Okay, another destruction mission, but I'm gonna get these coins first. Beautiful stuff. And then restarting the mission just puts you where you need to be. In categories like no mission warps, where you drive between missions, you would grab the school bus before driving the bonfire.
Time to move.
Which, there are 6 main categories of this game, and then 2 miscellaneous. Very nice tree strat there. There's all story missions in the main category that I'm playing right now. Any percent, there's 100%, there's ASM NG+, which is basically use the fast cars in the game, don't worry about coins. No mission warps where you just drive between each missions. And all tasks, no level returns, which is... You do all story missions, all the main missions, and then you do 1 bonus mission of each level on the side, and then the 3 street races of each level. So 21 street races and 7 bonus missions. And you can't return the levels with a faster car. Pretty cool category. That's the one I actually ran recently on PC.
I'm gonna have to do so much
Am I gonna get to yeet? No way.
All for Lisa.
It wasn't the right timing.
I need speed. More speed.
Please blow yourself up. Okay, that looks good. Okay, good. That arm can possibly just absolutely yeet some cars flying away. There are plenty of clips you can find of this game where that arm just absolutely eats them away.
It's empty.
We're gonna use this respawn to get up here again, and then the next mission starts right here. So I did mission 1,
Excuse
which is pretty cool that the missions start pretty close to each other. Like if you don't get too much damage and get stuck in that ramp, it'll drive back and forth into each other,
action is now.
and then you're able just to drive here. But here is a difference between PC and console. On the PC version, I have wonky driving again. Holy smokes, that's 2. Some wonkies in the chat. Holy smokes, that's wild. I got wonky driving again. This is not a good.
Wonky.
This is one of a kind of a bad car to have it with. Luckily, Snake crashed it with. It's not too bad, but it's awkward for sure. Wonky wonky. Okay. So I'm actually gonna do a manipulation trick here with Snake where I mess it up. But typically I go in front there and just stop Snake in the zone where he can drop it. Because it's possible that Snake can drop it past that bridge, which loses like 10 to 15 seconds. So if you drive in front of Snake and just park in front of where Snake drives, once he enters a certain zone, he has like 5 seconds to drop the item. But luckily I got good RNG, and Snake dropped the item pretty fast there. But once again, wonky driving, gotta love it. Yeah, but that arm right there can absolutely just make your car one hit to death and launch you across the map.
Easy as pie. The number, that is.
That's that mission complete. Gonna grab the Malibu Stacy car and work the fishy deals. This mission's pretty relaxing in the speedrun. Definitely not a run killer. I'm not just saying that to say that. It's just one of the more just drive, hard to lose some time on.
One fish delivered to
One of the more relaxing missions of the run. And get the wasp. 22 fish that Lisa needs to save. One of the fish actually has pretty funny voice line, pretty loud voice line. It's fun. People like to say it. It'll be coming up once I pick up the 12th fish. I'm sure the showrunners know exactly what I'm talking about.
Next time, watch out for nets, dummy.
Ooh, I missed that fish. Barely. Mistake in the speedrun, how dare I?
Return to the wild.
There's been plenty of mistakes. But, surprisingly, I've not made that many mistakes. I've actually been playing really well. But here we are. Every single time
We are
Lisa...
entertained. We don't care.
Yep. Sorry. Every time Lisa picks up that fish, Lisa yells freedom. Every single time. No matter what. It's freedom time. This mission, during 100%, you get in some routes, you have to go off to the side and grab like Wasp at like the Duff Brewery and stuff. The timer can be really tight for this mission when you're running 100%.
I need speed. More speed.
And there's been plenty of clips, plenty of times of people
For your freedom.
failing this mission exactly at the end right here. As they're in the air about to pick up this item, it literally just says mission failed, you ran out of time, and it hurts. It's really unfortunate but funny at the same time. Okay, we're already on the final mission for level 3, look at that. This mission is a destruction mission. Which, actually, every final mission is either a destruction mission or a race.
Lisa
Which is
Simpson
just an
teaches
interesting
this.
fact about the game. For this one, we have to destroy the black limo, and I do it in a way that is cool. There you go. Most people just immediately push it, but I just hit it from the side of the back left side of the limo and get it into the tattoo building. Typically you just speed into it from behind, but I do it my own way. Not many people do it in that style. There's also a phone booth destruction that's technically faster, where you bring that limo to a phone booth and spawn the Mr. Plow, and just makes it one hit. And then there's a way where you just use the school bus and just drive into it immediately. One of the more safe strats, and you just slam it against the wall where behind it spawned. I'm gonna grab this Wasp because I wasn't paying attention to coins. Coins are actually good again. 600 is good out of Lisa. But there you go, level 3 is complete. Bart doesn't know how to speak English right now, and that is an issue. That is how the story is. Missing boy found safe, mine erased, pants soiled.
Awkward.
Yeah, the dialogue in this game is incredible. But this is a time in the run where wonky driving is consistent. For some reason on GameCube, this car will always have wonky driving, so more wonky. How the game is. And then if you're more interested in like how the wonky driving stuff was figured out, you can join the Simpsons Center Run speedrunning Discord, and there's like entire text channel about the reverse engineering. And there's more stuff going on with the game.
We get some wonkies in chat.
Absolutely. Okay, I also hate this mission. This mission sucks. Donut truck. Just gonna park on the road and hopefully get the 10 drops without an issue. This mission sucks because I'm bad at it. It's not like everyone's least favorite mission, but I'm pretty bad at it, unfortunately. A lot of people don't like Homer 2 because there's out of bounds in this game, and the out of bounds can be hard, which I will be showing off a lot of out of bounds in that Homer 2 level. Come on, how'd that not drop? I blame wonky driving, unfortunately. I think that is actually what to blame. Okay, it got away, but it's only 2 drops. Could have been a lot worse. Come on, get the drop right here. That was awesome. There you go. Not a bad. That wasn't even a bad donut truck for me. Playing it safe. Better than it driving far away and then having to drive back. Yeah, donut truck is probably my least favorite mission currently. Bonfire probably being top 3 as well. But here he is again. It's Cletus and his green pickup truck. We're gonna be following and picking up the drop. Can we get that freebie? Nope. Oh, Cletus, come on. Come on, Cletus. Cletus can just have some Pepega driving moments. Where he just decides to, oh, I'm just gonna drive off to the side and ram into this trailer. Now I'm gonna just absolutely run into the sign. Luckily, it was only that one part, and it looks fine right now. During this mission, I'm also getting a lot of coins. Try not to fail here. That is a drop. Focus here. Don't get too far behind. Make sure I'm right behind Cletus. There you go. Yeah, we're safe now. Don't slam into the wall. Of course, I'm still rocking the wonky driving. Wow, that's a really early 4th drop, which allows us to go over here and get the spam grind, where we get 20 coins from this box. Discovered by the runner spam. It's very good coins. Yeah, my coins are good right now. I just gotta stay on top of it. Remember, I don't have main menu warp, so not that I main menu warp very much anymore, anyways, on this level and beyond. But some people typically main menu warp after this when they're playing on PC. I typically don't do that. I don't need that box. But one more drop needed from Cletus right here. Since it's the last drop, you want it to be as early as possible. You can drop it as soon as there, but that was pretty good. Mission complete. But now we need to go and purchase the inmate for this outfit. I need to go purchase the inmate outfit for this mission. That's how you say it. Enter the Quickie Mart. And purchase inmate. A little fact about level 4. Level 4 is the only level that doesn't have a required car you have to purchase for a mission. Instead, it has 2 outfits. But level 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7 all require you to purchase a car to complete. And then the only outfits you need to purchase in the game are from level 3, 4, and 5. 1 in level 3, 2 in level 4, and 1 in level 5. Whoa, Cletus truck. Go. Cletus truck. Just showing off how it can just be bad. Bad to control, just wants to flip on his side. Whee! But this is catch-up logic. Drive around, pick up ketchup packets. Or Cletus. Typical Cletus activities. I guess I can share that I've actually been running this game since June 14th, 2020. I just looked that up, and that was... So it's almost been 2 years since I've started running this game. And this game, Simpsons Hit and Run, was the first game I've ever speedran in my life. So there's that. It is a very good speedrun game. It is very easy to pick up, and there actually has been a tutorial uploaded by the world record holder, Liquid Wi-Fi, recently. So if you have any interest in running this game, I would recommend joining the Simpsons Hit and Run speedrunning Discord. And there's Liquid Wi-Fi just released the entire tutorial for the full game, and then there's like tutorials for individual missions as well, and there's like speedrun help. There's just a ton of help, a ton of supplies just to help you start running this game. So if you love the Simpsons Hit and Run, why not speedrun it?
Yeah. Always good to join good communities, and that definitely help out and get you into some really fun games.
And this game typically has a tournament, the All-Story Missions tournament, sometime around summer. Midsummer, late summer around. Not sure when it will be, but that is open to anyone that has a submitted run on the board of All-Story Missions. So I'm actually going to switch over to the Malibu Stacy car here, the car from last level. It does have faster acceleration than the Canonero, which is funny. And the Canonero is kind of difficult to use, even without the fact that it had wonky driving. It can just flip over on its side and just decide it doesn't want to be your friend. But welcome to the shortest mission in the game, basically. This is the shortest mission in the game. It is literally, you talk to Moman there, and then you drive to the retirement castle, which is right here. And we're complete with that entire mission.
Nice.
And welcome to the longest mission in the game, because it has a minute cutscene at the end, so this mission takes just about under 4 minutes optimally. So boom boom, short mission, fast mission. Right next to each other. Short mission, long mission, not fast mission. Hopefully I do this mission fast because it's a long mission. Whee.
Gonna cost me. I hope Bart gets blamed for that.
Okay, driving to the school backyard and talk to Nelson.
I hope this car doesn't stink too bad.
Hopefully I get this wasp. Hey, I got the wasp. That wasp is sometimes hard to get. Depends how you drive into it sometimes. Also depends how many wasps you spawn, like an even or odd number. Like I said earlier, a lot goes into how wasps work. I'm probably gonna get hand run here. I'm most likely gonna get hand run here. I have to be very careful if I don't want it. But like I said, if I get hand run, the police are after me, and then if they stop me, I lose 50 coins, so I don't want that. Also, the chase sedan went this way, which is slow. As you can see, it just slowed down there for a while. That's a nice drop. I can go and grab this vending machine. Whoa! No! That sucks. A traffic car just slid the chase sedan off to the side there. Well, this has not been a great start. I got that. What am I doing? This mission actually... There's plenty of things that can go wrong during this mission. But that is a early 6 drop. Don't want to fail, don't want to fail. So this mission, there's a possibility of getting 2 cycled. There's also a possibility of me failing right now. Okay, I got hand run. So hopefully I don't get busted. I need to focus up here. Don't fail, don't get busted. Easier said than done. We're not getting 2 cycled, but because we were so behind. Good thing I didn't restart my car there. Oh, I got absolutely maneuvered. Oh shoot, that didn't bust me. That did though. Okay, but RIP those 50 coins. It'll be okay. I'll just get a few slow coins. Pointing out is very important in this game. You don't want to get busted, but it's not too bad.
I hope this isn't stealing.
It's better than failing the mission there, which I was very close to doing. This mission has not been good. Also in this mission, there's a possibility that Chase Sedan just gets soft locked and it just starts to decide to drive in circles, like until like you either figure out how to push it in a certain way or it'll just be there forever driving in circles. That can happen in a lot of follow missions. They just miss the trigger and then they just don't know what to do. They're like, huh? And then they drive in circles. And never trust a snake. The garbage truck mission, that happens a lot. Just a tad bit where like the garbage truck misses it and they have to drive back. It's annoying. But once I return to the retirement castle, I'm gonna have a minute cutscene that we're just gonna be sitting there. And time to enjoy the cutscene. As soon as I talk to Grandpa, this cutscene is unskippable, as far as we know right now, since it's during a mission. There you go. If you'd like to say anything, got a minute.
Maybe these will jog your memory.
Huh? What?
For the last freaking time, tell me about the crap circle.
Iconic cutscene.
There I was surrounded by Tojo and his Nazi henchmen. When one of them, a raccoon as I recall, hits me with a banjo. Now, I never reasoned with a raccoon, let alone a Nazi one, so I...
Grandpa, what does this have to do with the crap circle?
Not a thing. Where was I? Right. Now, the first time I rode in a water car... Okay. It was so long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing. Shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with an antenna? That sounds awfully familiar. I think it was at the Quickie Mart. That's it. It was on a bottle of pop. Maybe that will jog Bart's memory.
So Marge is figuring out that maybe the Buzz Cola will
I had no idea.
get Bart's memory back, so we're gonna go and test it out right now. But I'm gonna grab the cannon arrow first, so I have it for the final mission. Compared to main menu warping. I probably could have drove there, but it was too late. I was running over. But now we're gonna enter Bart's bedroom and see if Buzz Cola has anything to do with it. And it does. Basically. What I just skipped over is Bart snapped out of him talking nonsense, and it was the Buzz Cola that made him go crazy. So now Marge needs to collect the Buzz Cola and figure out where it's coming from. This is one of the few on-foot missions. Like where you're on foot. We saw that in Homer 1 during BBB, during 1-4. This mission on foot, never trust a snake, you go on foot. Although these missions are technically possible to do even without jumping, which is unbelievable. If you get a clown car and get like jump zone on it and stuff, you're able to like to climb up many walls. It's very entertaining to watch, but done by a human is unbelievable. I believe Bacon actually has, Bacon Man 12, the world record holder of all the console categories, has done it before. I'm gonna grab this wasp even though it's pretty slow. Has done it before without save states, which is unbelievable. Just driving up walls with the clown car. I cannot say this enough, it's incredibly difficult to control cars in this game. In between PC and console, the world record for PC is 1:19:53, and then the console world record is 1:29 something, like in the 1 or 2, 1x, 2x, maybe 0x. But it's about 10 minutes apart, surprisingly, and under 10 minutes apart. But you have to keep in mind that console is real time, and the PC cuts out all the loads, so... Okay, we're on to the final mission already in level 4. From outer space. Cola trucks. Gonna restart the mission to get the Clifford's nice. I just read the Clifford's name in chat. To get the Cannonero in the right spot. And start Cola trucks. Hello, Cliffers. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get pole strat there. There's a way that you fly that Cola truck on the side and then slam it into the pole. I'm also missing the head strap back up. With the Cola trucks, you're gonna want to slam it into something compared to like hitting it from its side. Like run it into a wall, but typically you run it into a wall. Like this, as you can see, the damage is a lot better than just hitting it normally. But I missed all the backups there because I'm not very good at this mission. This mission is very hard. Hey yo. Oh, no, I missed the sign. Cola trucks is always going to be a disaster. Unless you're on a really bad run. Then it'll be really good to you. But the destruction missions in this game are all pretty difficult, actually. What is probably the easiest destruction mission in this game? I would probably, off the top of my head, FMJ is pretty easy. It's an easy concept, but like once you get used to it, you get used to it. Also, I missed the jump across to the roof, so I'm gonna have to drive around. And my hit and run meter is quite high. Gotta play it safe here. I accidentally hit a pole. Hey, optimally, I slam it into the edge coming up. If I can do that, boom. That wasn't too bad, but yeah, this is good. Oh, I turned it this way, which is interesting. I don't know if it would destroy itself if I didn't do that. That second truck was not bad at all. Okay, that was the second Cola truck destroyed. I'm about to get... Yeah, that's hit and run. This might be stupidly difficult with the final truck, but this final truck is very important to get the strat because it's hard to get damage once you're past the barn. Can you all leave? Can you all leave? Thank you. In fact, I didn't get busted there. Stay a bit behind. I stayed way behind, but it should be fine. Oh, I missed the strat with the tree. I can get good damage against this barn though. Disaster cola trucks. This is expected though. This run's been pretty darn good up to this point though. I only missed bonfire like once and a half, kinda. Donut truck was also, but I'm very impressed with this run. I don't know what my time is like, especially against PB, because my PB is pretty darn good. Boom! Look at that! Holy smokes! What a backup. Unfortunately, you have to wait until after like that giant U before you have opportunities to slam into walls easier. But I'm pretty sure I'm still on some pretty good pace. Like definitely, I'm still sub 140 pace without a doubt. And my estimate's 144. But there's still a bunch of things that could go wrong. Missing Apu cutscene skip loses 2 minutes 20 seconds, but don't think that will be happening. We gotta hope it. We gotta hope it. I hope it. I hope it. But at the end of this mission, we have to escape Wiggum, which, if you just enter the Simpsons house, you escape Wiggum and you're at the Simpsons house. Here you go. Level 4 is complete. On to level 5. Only 3 more levels left. This level is starring Apu, which is interesting choice that Apu is in the main story, because it's Homer, Bart, Lisa, Marge, and then Apu's here to figure out what's going on with the cola trucks.
Well, I mean, you can't really have Maggie be driving a car now, can you?
I mean, is it much worse than Bart driving it? Bart's 8. I know Maggie can't even reach the pedal, but
Would be fun though. That would have been more interesting, honestly, if you had Maggie like driving some sort of like toy truck or something.
oh yeah. In this game, there's actually the RC car in Homer 2 where it just shrinks Homer once you enter it, and it's really small, and it's the slowest car in the game. So Maggie would be able to drive that car for sure. It's like smaller than... It's like the back of this car, even smaller. Like, the RC car can fit in this car. Like, in the back trunk. It's a very memey car. And it has... For the wonky driving situation, wonky driving on the RC car is probably one of the worst. From what I've heard from. Longhorn is also really bad to have wonky driving with, the Longhorn being the car I have right now. But you may have just noticed I went into a mode and purchased American, which is required later on for mission 5-4.
We did just get a $25 donation from Clifforus. Thank you so much. It says Crazy T26 Rainbow. I'm guessing is that an emote?
Yeah, that's my emote.
Okay, I was like, is that one of your emotes?
Yeah, it's me holding a football, but rainbow.
Oh, nice. It's your rainbow emote. Thank you so much for that $25 donation. That puts us at $450 right now for the charity. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much, Clippers. Thank you for the donation. But I almost just failed there from getting a car bomb, but I got plus 10 coins and I didn't fail, so it was worth it. The meter got pretty low, but you're chilling. So you're typically gonna look for sports cars here if you want to get a car bomb, because the other cars have heavier mass, so it's harder to destroy. Oh. But this level actually has a common mistake where people have bought the wrong outfit, because the American outfit, which I purchased, which you need, is not the first outfit in the outfit selector. So if you're not paying attention and you just click the first button, you will purchase the wrong outfit, called Army. And it's even worse to purchase the other outfit, B-Sharps, later on. That's at the end of the phone booth, the clothing line, because that costs even more. And losing 300 coins losing 300 coins is stupid, because you only lose 50 coins from a bust. So imagine losing like 375 or something from purchasing the wrong outfit. Oh, forgot to jump there. So every time the mission complete comes up, your character does a celebration unless you're kicking or jumping, so I jumped a little bit too late there.
Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving
This is a
around today.
very simple mission, actually. You drive to the hospital, but oh no, a black limo is following you. Escape it. Oh, that was easy. Okay, now we're gonna drive to the hospital again. What's that? Another limo spawn? Okay, I'm gonna respawn my car and just drive this way, and you're gonna start driving the opposite way. Okay. Pick up that coin. I need 500 coins here, so I need 4 more coins. 1 more coin. And there you go, 500 coins to purchase the car built for Homer. And that is this mission. Now the mission coming up right now, a lot of people dislike it. Including me. It's a really stinky mission. It's called a Baby Van. It's called an 8. It's too much, but it's referred by Baby Van because Baby Van. You'll see Baby Van. It can be awful. It can drive like it can drive like Maggie, like you were saying earlier. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if one of the babies in the Baby Van was driving. The some ways it drives.
Is it a wonky vehicle too?
I think it's
Collect diapers.
I think it's more tilted than wonky, or always has wonky driving. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I probably should have done a little bit of research before doing this. Oh, I just drove past it. I already have 5 diapers, which isn't awful. But if you just look at it, look at this car. This is not how you drive a vehicle. They had way too much to drink. Do not drink and drive. This is prime example. Think about the children. Look at all the children in the back of the car. And they're just swerving left and right. Oh my goodness. And if you don't get a fast track, if you have a good Baby Van in your PB, you have to compare against that, it's a good one, it's awful. Okay, so tilt and wonk are somewhat related in the code, but are different effect. So technically the Baby Van has tilt. Although I know the Baby Van can get both tilt and wonky, which makes it incredibly like fast, I think. Baby Van's an entire mess in the code.
I must admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the
So wonky driving does make it drive faster. Better, I mean. But most of the time, the Baby Van's gonna be, like, heavily tilted and sucks to drive. I can't believe I missed that donut. Wow. But this is this little piggy. This is actually one of the most... I think this is the most failed mission in the All Story Missions tournament from last year. Very easy to fail this mission. Not from this section, picking up the donuts, but from the follow section coming up. It's not entirely a difficult mission, it's just easy to lose track and then you're already behind and Wiggum goes really fast. Very nice. Hopefully I get this police station wasp, boom, there you go. I'm gonna try doing something cool. Cool for the marathon. I'll try getting an e-brake boost to launch onto this roof, which is really cool. No, I wasn't able to turn to the right. I won't be failing. I think we are fine. We are right next to the Wiggum, but there have been runs where I literally just launch onto that roof and like drive into the box or get out of my car and kill a wasp on top of the building, which is really funny. I think that the strat itself, just being on the roof, is really not too difficult. The turning's the hard part, but understanding the e-brake. I haven't gone too much into the e-brake and regular brake, but basically in this game there's 2 different brakes. The normal brake and then the e-brake. For some reason, every time you start up a car, if you press e-brake, you get a tiny boost if you just tap e-brake as you accelerate. Just because, why not? And when I drift around corners, I'm using the e-brake like this. But if I'm slowing down, it's the normal brake. So e-brake's for like drifting around corners and stuff, like turning my vehicle around like that using the e-brake.
This is the worst town in America.
And then you use both the E-brake and the normal brake to fully slow down. And you can hold the get out of car button to go even slightly faster to slow down. But here's a long mission, and a mission that is very hard as a kid to play. What is this? Like, what could I have done there? What you want to do is, like, hit the garbage truck so he turns to the right instead for going down this lane, but that was like, wow. This garbage truck also drives very poorly. Similar in a way to the baby van that it just drives left and right, but this one's not, like, swerving and slowing down every single time. It's just annoying and will hit walls and slow down from that. But this fourth drop, sometimes the garbage truck will just zoom past it and we'll have to drive back. Okay, thank goodness it dropped. If it goes too far, it has to turn around, and sometimes that can take ages. But just one more drop here. This is not the hard part. The hard part is the platforming and creating a path. Obviously on a speedrun we have the same path every time and we know what to do. But as a kid, this is impossible the first couple times around because you don't know what to grab where. One of the more difficult missions in the game. Although if you just know what path to do. Apparently I'm doing this camera angle. I've never done this before, but gotta try something new every time in a marathon. Boom, boom, boom. The coins, I'm gonna get the coins on this roof. This is monorail, and skipping monorail saves like 11 seconds or something if you don't get any coins from it, but it's not too bad. Like I said, coin route is like a major part of the run. A run without the coin route would just be boring and no one would enjoy the game because the coins is like a major factor of the run. Once again, the fact that you need 3,625 just to complete the game. Which are getting pretty close to purchasing everything. We only need 2 more vehicles actually. We don't need any more outfits because we purchased the last one, American, which Apu is wearing, but the only 2 vehicles we need left are the Globex Supervillain car for 6.6 and then the zombie car for 7.2. Oop. I'm grabbing this wasp just because. Just in case I miss the armor truck strat. Which is likely, unfortunately. Not very likely, but very much can happen.
And once you purchase a vehicle, can everybody use it, or do you have to purchase it each time?
No. So once you purchase the vehicle, you can use it in any level from the phone booth. If you see that blue phone booth there, any character can use it. Sometimes someone else will be driving it, like Homer. You use like the 70 sports car or something in like level 3. Homer will actually be driving the car, and then Lisa just gets into the passenger side. But the Globex costs 600 coins, and then the zombie car costs 500 coins. So I only need 1,100 more coins in the run. I'm currently at 346. Still plenty of coins to get. Plenty of coins I will get. Oops. Okay, talk to Snake. I'm gonna do a cool trick that is low FPS only right here. It's called Brick Skip. It saves less than a second, but it's cool. Whoa, I skipped the brick. I'll do it again. Watch me do it again. Brick skip. Can't do that on high FPS. That's a small advantage to low FPS. Not that a runner's gonna absolutely switch to like 60 or low FPS because of it, but it's just something cool. And typically on PC it would just warp after. You gotta save less than a second. This is a speedrun we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, every little bit helps.
Absolutely.
Especially on a console where your load times are already kind of messing it up.
Yeah. Okay. This escape is really easy. If you just hug this left wall, Wiggum just decides not to be an AI anymore and just decides common sense is no sense. So I'm unable to flip my camera back there. But this is armored truck. Hi, armored truck. So I just got armored truck behind the staircase, and now we'll be stuck there, and we'll just constantly take damage. Basically, that strat can lose like up to like 40, 50 a minute sometimes, 50, 40 seconds. But luckily, I got it into the strat, which is very fog. And I'm gonna get these wasps as it's destroying itself. You can kind of see it to the right there. Don't want to fail here. And now it's already almost destroyed. So the thing with lower FPS as well is it's higher damage. So the lower the FPS, the higher the damage it is. So when I play on 46, the damage just zooms down real fast. Compared to most runners on high FPS are on like 180, 200, 150. The damage is just going to take a bit longer. It's not too different, but it's definitely very noticeable. Maybe like, if I had to guess, 15, 10 seconds. Probably more towards 10. But once again, we have to lose Wiggum. Going through that car wash, Wiggum does not know what to do, so... That car wash, AIs just don't understand. Going through that car wash just breaks their mind for, like, enough time for you to escape every time. But that was Armored Truck. Mission that can go awfully wrong. Speaking of missions that can go awfully wrong, welcome to Curious Curator. You can lose a lot of time not getting the God strat or the main strat, like the main backup. But hopefully right here, right now, I am able to focus up here. Oh no. I'm gonna restart. Because I need coins. Well, that sucks. I forgot I need that then, and then cars were in the way. As you can see, restarting the mission takes that long. And how I said in any percent, it takes... You have to restart the mission 6 times and then fail. Doing that over and over again. I think in any percent you only do like 14 missions or something. I can't remember. Very low amount. And you're actually unable to skip the last 3 missions. This is all story missions where you don't skip any missions. Very good. Curator! Oh! Too early. Okay, I need to get the back up here. I can't despawn. That's really good damage. That should be 2 more hits or 1. 2 more hits. You know what? I'll take that. Before the tunnel, absolutely not bad at all. Okay, and now we have our second cutscene skip. Right here, right now live, once we reach the museum and mission completes. 2 minutes, 20 seconds save. Simply by pausing the game and warping. There you go. I would have missed that. I would have lost 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But luckily, pretty easy. Easier compared to high FPS on PC for sure. And just PC in general. Because the console's gonna lag. But here we are. We're already on the second to final level. Level 6, starring Bart again. Known as Bart 2. First, we got to use Auto School Bus. We like Auto School Bus because it's yellow and it's strong. This mission is cool. You are picking up 15 children and dropping them off at Krusty Lou's studio for a reason. But at this point, in the storyline, they figure out it's the Buzz Cola that's causing it. Also, Fort license plate, collector card, beautiful. And now they're trying to figure out how to stop it. Stop the Buzz Cola from poisoning people like Bart. Okay, my hammer meter is pretty high here. I have to play. Be careful. I'm gonna have enough to afford Globex here. And Globex, you purchase Globex at the Krusty Lou studio, so right after this mission is done, I will be purchasing the Globex. It's a pretty good car. Yeah, getting hit and run with this vehicle, it's very easy to get hit and run in that pier because there's so many people. And it's really hard to avoid the police and stuff. Oh, bye-bye, Kearney. Hello, Kearney. Yeah, if you kick pedestrians or ground pound them, sometimes they can just zoom away and they're gone for a bit. Physics in this game never disappoint. I've never seen physics in this game disappoint. Just kidding. Physics are fun though in this game. Okay, but there you go. I purchased the Globex, and now the only thing we have to purchase left in the run is the zombie car. Or Homer 2. Oh, I see what you mean. Rusty Limo. So there's actually a higher chance on lower FPS that when I drive into that car, the collisions just can like collide, and then my car or their car can go flying into a wall and just make your car one hit. It's called the Kiss of Death. I did not get it there, but the lower the FPS, the more likely it is for it to happen to you from just hitting the car, and it's annoying. Also, you may notice about this car is that it's already smoking, and I just slammed into one or two walls. This car is built out of paper, basically. Just like the zombie car, actually. The last two cars you purchased in, what ramp? I was supposed to just drive up that ramp, but I kind of forgot. Okay, we're not gonna fail from that, but I was just distracted and forgot to do what you're supposed to do that I've always done in the speedrun that I don't mess up. It happens during a marathon. I could have been bad if I failed. I would have lost a lot of time.
It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson style.
Bart Simpson style. And now it's time for 6-3 Lab Coat Caper. Arguably one of the most boring missions in the speedrun. I can just close my eyes here. Just waiting for Frink. Frink to hurry up, go around the corners, go fast. Just a long awaiting follow mission. But at least during all story missions in most categories, you're able to just go around and pick up coins during it, but yeah, it's a very uneventful mission. Not much to do, not much to say, other than get some vending machine coins on the way. I should be able to get 2 up here. And then close my eyes for another couple seconds.
At least, like, for losing sight of your target. Or at least there doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, losing sight's not an issue, it's the distance. So that green bar is, if I'm close to it, the green bar's filled up. But you don't have to keep it in your vision. And it's like pretty far distance away. Actually, in my first ever like speedrun race of this game, I failed this mission on that part above end, which is just, it's embarrassing, but it happens. You'll fail a mission that no one expects you to, especially if it's your first live race against someone else. I failed Barton Frink before in a race before in a tourney from trying to get the car wash wasp. Stuff like that happens. I don't think I've failed anything yet this run, which I probably should not say.
Yeah, like, don't jinx this. You are
We'll be
so
fine.
close.
We're fine, I won't fail.
It's fine.
Only thing I really think I could fail is like set to kill, really. Well, we'll see how it goes. Set to kill being one of the hardest missions in the game as a kid. Once you understand the shortcut where you just respawn through the bowl, it makes it a ton easier, but it's still a difficult mission, especially if you take the ramp off to the side. This is also a mission that is pretty difficult until you get used to it, and then it's pretty easy. I'm not entirely used to it on GameCube, but I've been playing very well. I should be able to get the strat here. I'm looking for right away get into like the gap by the pier right here. But the Globex makes this mission a lot easier compared to like using the Farini or Car Built for Homer. I did not get as much speed as I want, but we're fine. Get it into here, and that's the strat. There you go. And then get 6 drops. 3, 4, 5. Then slowly pick them up. Don't want to crash the game. 3 and 3 is good. I've never crashed the game on Duff Truck picking up the 6 drops, but you don't want to risk it in a marathon. I've crashed from Baby Van picking up like 4 drops only. Hey, I got the shield from that wasp. That's kind of cool. Pick up the drop. Okay, moving on to the next mission, FMJ. The final destruction mission of the game, actually. Of the main story missions. Which is kind of wild that it's halfway through Part 2. There's no destruction missions in the final level, but one of the more easier ones if you're able to get the strat. But will I be able to get the strat? Strat being pushing it in Krusty Lou. I can't despawn. Okay, we're good. That's very slow. I did not get it. Got this strat though, which is cool. It works, but I'm not gonna get any coins from the coin room. And it's slow. Slower than the main strat. But at least I got it. This is a lot better than escaping, because it's really hard to get good damage once it's out on the main road. Climbing into a wall is quite a difficult task. So I'm glad I got that. Oh, I got a major E-brake speed boost there. Okay, on to Septico. This mission is extremely difficult for when you are a kid. It's unbelievably, like, stupid, the timer in this, how it works. So once I pick up the 25th stand, no matter which one it is, it will put 50 seconds on the clock. So if I put away, if I, like, for example, if I don't pick up this stand right here and come back to it later, if I pick up this stand, I have 50 seconds to return to Krusty Lou. So, and of course I'm gonna get hit and run here because there's so many people on the pier. But I'm gonna skip that stand. Brrr. How did I get busted there? I was not close enough. I guess I was, but wow, that was stupid. Coins aren't great, but I just skipped 3 stands because I will be there later. Because I am confident enough to make it back in time. I can't believe I got busted there. That was stupid. Go, 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 go! That was close. Whoa, look at that height.
Oh man, this sucks.
Really pay attention here. Cannot lose more time. Come on. Careful. But this is where most people would pick up the last stand. But since I left 3 behind, it's going to make the time easier for me after I pick them up. But I only have 22 seconds to get to them. So what I'm going to do is do a tricky maneuver here. Go off to the right of the ramp. That is very scary to do, especially if you're on a good run. Messing that up absolutely just is heartbreaking because you'll lose the run if you don't have enough time to drive around. I'm going to go for boat jump since I got busted. Nope. I tried. You're able to, so that the boat has like a walkway, like, and if you fall off, there's like a trigger where it respawns you on top of the boat, but you're able to launch your car up there and hit the trigger, and then you're on top of the boat, and you're able to get coins on there. There's 2 boxes and 2 wasp in Part 2. I think there's only 1 wasp in Lisa, level 3. You may have noticed that this is the same exact level as level 3, it's just nighttime. There's only 3 different, like, types of level. Like, different layouts, but it's used multiple times by different characters. Also, I didn't break this vent, nice. I'm gonna grab this wasp, because my coins are quite low. I did get busted twice this round, which is not ideal. Definitely not. Also, this wasp probably isn't too fast, but we're already on to the final mission on level 6. We're almost on to the final level of the game. Talking to Homer Simpson, our father, and now it's time to race to the Duff Brewery.
Crashing time!
Fine by me.
But pick up this Ven right behind me. And then, during this mission, the chase sedan will go down towards the beach area. And hopefully it will hit the box and pick it up for me, giving me 31 coins or 30 coins.
Time for some
I'm gonna really need it because I need 500 coins. And I purchased the zombie car right after the first mission of Homer 2. So, if I get the beach box, my coins should be fine. But if I don't, I'm gonna have to like get some slow coins. Like really slow coins in Homer 2. Like way off to the side. Hopefully it slams into the beach box right here. There you go. Got it. 365 coins is just barely gonna be enough, I think. But coming up, I have to go back here because I skipped the trigger by respawning through the whole thing, but mission's gonna be complete and I'm gonna be able to skip another cutscene. There you go. 2 pauses. And I got all 3 cutscene skips. Very nice.
Yay!
And if you look at the newspaper, it's October 31st, which is a cool detail about this game and the level. And all the newspapers prior were the days before, so the last level was October 30th. But look at this level. It's Halloween themed. Very scary level. Both in like the speedrun aspect, because how many tricks there are, and aesthetically, it's just scary. Halloween. Yeah, fast med kit there. So this level starts off with Homer just getting supplies to survive the zombie apocalypse. Getting Flanders' medkit, grabbing boards from Cletus, and grabbing a chainsaw from Mo, which I'm approaching right now. Talk to Mo. The camera can be very funky when you talk to people and after the dialogue. It all depends on where you're standing, from where you talk to them. But sometimes the camera can just be like right on top of you and just starts to spaz out. But just small stuff like that throughout the run as well. Just getting used to where the camera's going to be and where to run after you complete something. I'm a little short on coins. I'm going to need 8 more coins. Yeah, 8 more coins. Can I destroy this? 1 more coin. And there you go, 500 coins. That is all the coins we need for this game to complete it. Zombie card purchased. And we purchased that zombie card just because we need it for the next mission. Like for other levels where I've bought the card way earlier beforehand.
What was this mission's name?
Long Black Probes.
Probes. Okay. Okay. I missed that mission name and I was like, excuse me. Pretty sure that said probes, but I'm gonna ask.
Yep. Okay, this is the first mission where I have a potential of getting out of bounds. Ooh. If not, we'll do it next mission, but since I am on console, I am on low FPS. So I'm gonna be able to get this trick called bridge clip. Wow, I almost failed there. Basically what bridge clip is you accelerate into a bridge and you clip through it and you're out of bounds. So I'm gonna be, you'll notice on the map, I'm gonna get quite ahead here in order to try getting this trick. So the bar is pretty low, I'm quite far ahead. Oh, that's not good. I didn't get it either way, but we'll be seeing that bridge way more. Once more, at least. We'll hopefully be clipping through it later on, but not quite out of bounds quite yet, but we'll be out of bounds next level, I promise that. Hopefully my car doesn't blow up here. Like I said earlier, zombie car is a flimsy car. It's made out of paper, most people claim. I agree with them, this car is kind of made out of paper. Whoa! Oh my goodness! I just clipped it. Oh! I just got power clamp clip. I was even trying to do that.
Is that a good clip? I'm guessing.
You can do it during the final mission. Oh my goodness, that was incredible. So on console, for some reason, you're just able to drive through the power plant walls, and you're able to go out of bounds that way. That was so funny. I've never done that with the zombie car. Okay, this is 7-3. The objective is to slam into the wall, bounce off of it, and slide up the wall. Get enough speed. That looks good. And now that I'm attached to the wall, this cage is gonna bring me up. And since I'm on low FPS, this wall works beauties, and I'm up. The higher the FPS, the harder it is to climb that wall, but here I am, look at it. This is out of bounds. Welcome to nothingness. So that power plant clip, does the world record? I think the world record does do it. If not, it was the one before it, where you're just able to drive into the power plant on console, and you just drive through it. But I didn't even know you can do it from that area. And now I have to be careful here, as if I jump, I will fall forever. I'm gonna have to respawn in everything. So now that I'm out of bounds, I don't have my car anymore since I just blew it up. So I'm gonna talk to this zombie. Jumping there is fine because it starts us up. Cancel the mission so I have a car, and park outside the school. And I'm not gonna restart the mission because if I were to restart the mission, it would respawn everything in, so after I talk to Lisa, just run back out. And everything will still be out of bounds.
Weird.
Little fun fact about out of bounds. Somewhat recently, a new out of bounds was discovered that is only available to use with the limo and fire truck, and is not FPS dependent at all. Just for some reason, in the levels 2 and 3, during this one section of the wall, the limo and the fire truck can just drive through it, no issue. Like, a little bit of an issue, like, you just have to line it up, and then you're out of bounds. It's crazy. Unfortunately, it's not used in ASM, due to you need to purchase the limo and the fire truck. Okay. Scary. So what I did there was I parked my car out of bounds in a way that I should hopefully be able to get back into it next mission. But we do have to spawn in and go climb up this wreckage. Hopefully I do not fall off here. Very easy to fall off here. The lower the FPS, you actually jump slightly lower, so... Like I said, I'm used to jumping lower on PC because I play on low FPS on PC, but... Just a little fact. But there you go, I climbed up the tower, and now it's time for the first autopsy level. There's only 3 more levels left in the game. And they all consist of the same exact objective. Blowing up the waste. Okay, pick up that item. If you remember, I parked my car out of bounds, outside of the wall. So I'm gonna want to go over here and grab a traffic car. And something absolutely crazy about this is, for some reason, if you grab a traffic car and you pick up a waste, every traffic car that has it. There's 2 different versions of the skeleton car, but every single version of that skeleton car will have the waste. So if I just leave it behind, get back into my car, parked out of bounds, and drive back to the end at the school, typically you're supposed to drive through the entire map again, the half of the map, the entire map for this, and get back to the school. But speedrun says no, we're gonna go out of bounds, and then here's your Uber Eats driver with the waste. Here you go. And we're at the right height. Yeah, for some reason, if you pick up a traffic car, every traffic car of its kind has it later on, so that was really good RNG and really fast. We're on to the final 2 missions where we're gonna see the bridge again. Hello, Snake. Okay, starting this mission out of bounds to get to the checkpoint. So back to the
out of bounds.
Yep, as long as you don't restart the mission or hit a load area, which I'm about to hit right now. Yeah, I just hit a load area, so everything's loading back in. But I need to hit the load area to hit this thing. What's my time looking like, by chance?
You're at 1:38:53, almost 1:39.
Okay. Okay, so I just escaped that alien cart, and now I think it's time to get back out of bounds. We're here back at the bridge, but this time we have a lot more time, and we're not restricted on a follow car. What we're gonna do here, get E-brake boost, and a witch is gonna come out of nowhere and hit us off to the side. Okay, gotta straighten up. Camera mirror's pretty high, should be fine. Oh, there you go. Bridge clip, low FPS. We love it.
Nice.
Now we're out of bounds again. Can't quite see. Gonna play it safer and respawn a little bit later. And another difference between PC and console is for some reason on the console versions you're able to respawn your car and you're out of the map. Not entirely, but you're able to to drive in a certain way to get out. And by the school you're just able to respawn your car out of bounds, which was patched in the PC version, but here we are. We're at the school again, compared to driving all the way around. And now we're on to the final mission. Autotopsy Part 3. Yep, definitely recycled missions, where we just keep delivering the waste. I think that out of bounds overall in Homer 2 saves over 3.5 minutes compared to just doing everything in bounds. Try popping a wheelie here. Off the wheelie. This is fast. So I was in a jump zone area, and if you're in a jump zone area, your car is funky, and you're able to just pop a wheelie and go really fast, which is really cool. Jump zone's an entirely different thing, and it's a different method of actually getting out of bounds from the last mission, where you get the jump zone glitch, where your car is permanently in the jump zone state, which means infinite acceleration. You're able just to launch your car off over the bridge from a different ramp from back behind, which you can see be done in the world record. But this is the final mission. We actually have to spawn in the power plant to finish off the race, unfortunately. So we have to finish it off in out of bounds. Although it is possible to get back out of bounds, especially on console, getting that power plant clip. Maybe I should have gone for it, but I'm already going through it. We're almost there. Notice how the timer says 22 seconds to reach the school playground? Well, that's a big old lie. It's 22 seconds to reach the front of the Simpsons house. I just threw a witch broom into that alien car. That was funny. Okay, escape that alien car. Now we have 30 seconds to actually make it to the school playground, where we get a bit more time to get into the beam. And then the time will end. I'll give a 3, 2, 1 after the mission complete fades away.
Alright.
Once I... Ooh, hit and run at the end. Finishing off in style. Into the beam! And that is gonna be the Simpsons Hit and Run All Story Missions. GG. 3, 2, 1, time. GG.
Timer is paused. We are at 1:42:09.
Very nice. Well, that was
GG, that was a fun run.
That was the Simpsons Hit and Run, and my name was crazytonedog. If you would like to check me out, my Twitch is crazytonedog, and if you are interested in any way, just looking at it, interested in running the game, want to look at the reverse engineering or anything, I would recommend watching joining the Simpsons Hit and Run speedrunning Discord, which you can find on speedrun.com underneath the Discord section and speedrun.com/shar. But yeah, anything else you would like to say?
Well, we do have Crazy Tone Dog's information there in chat. We've got his Twitch channel there, Twitter, and YouTube up in chat. Please go check him out. He'll be back just a little bit later on with Kirby Air Ride. So you got a little bit of a break to get up and stretch, maybe get something to eat. So we will be seeing you again soon.
Yep, I'll be back in about an hour and a half. A little less.
About an hour and a half. But you guys don't go away. Yeah, coming up next, we've got Derek Lander coming up for the next couple of runs. And be right back getting him set up. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. That's like nostalgia right there for me. That was fun watching the whole thing. I don't think I've ever beaten it.
Yeah, a lot of people actually haven't beaten the game because the final mission and set to kill.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Thank you for that. I enjoy that so much.
Well, thank you for having me. I'll be back.